Hey, I'm Robert Lewis, and welcome to Faith for Success. I hope you enjoy these videos. I put a lot of work and effort into them, and I hope that they are inspiring you to do something great and to take a step of faith in whatever area of life that you are working and pursuing to achieve something better or to work on a goal that you have in your life. Today, I want to talk to you about something I think is very, very important, and that is reading books. I was reading an article from Inc.com, and it was talking about one of the things that millionaires do that most people don't do is that they read books. And on the website was Inc.com. It was talking about Bill Gates, and most of us know Bill Gates. We know that he is the founder of Microsoft, which is a billion dollar company. And it talks about how many books he reads, and they said that he reads about 50 books a year. And not only him, but other billionaires, talking about Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, some of the other millionaires that we know out there who are very wealthy, that they read a lot of books. And so I want to encourage you to step up your book game. Step up your book game. There's many ways that you can read more books. I know you say, well, you know what? I'm busy. I don't have a lot of time. I'm working on multiple streams of income to make sure that everything is flowing correctly. I'm a parent, I'm a husband, I'm a wife. I have a lot of stuff going on, but it's important. You have to figure out a way to increase your level of reading in your life. And I'm going to share a couple of ways with you how I'm reading more books. As many of you know, I am bivocational. I'm a pastor of a church, and I'm also a software developer. And one of the things that I do is, so I'm always reading different type of books going to help me in both industries. I'm reading books about technology, and I'm also reading books that's going to help me in ministry as well. For instance, there's one book, a really good book for ministry for pastors, anyone aspiring to be a pastor. It's called Dangerous Calling by Paul David Tripp. It is a great book. And as a result of reading that book, you learn a lot of different things that can help you to have the right mindset, things to think about as you're going forth in ministry. And I want to encourage you to read. As you know, you may not have known, but I'm working on a book right now called Digital Freedom. And one of the things that I know is that if I'm going to be an author, then I need to read other people's books. I need to be able to learn from other people, how their writing styles, how they organize information, how they do transitions from one chapter to another, how they do transition even within paragraphs. So that's one of the reasons why I am reading, and also because I know that a lot of the people who are very, very successful in this world from a financial standpoint, they read a lot of books. Books are great. I personally have seen how just by reading books have increased my vocabulary. It allows me to be able to express myself better when I'm talking to people, when I'm writing. Reading books has been a great tool to facilitate increasing my vocabulary. Reading books also allows you to expand your knowledge. There's many different types of books you can read. You have fiction, you have nonfiction, you have instructional books, you have books you can just read just for fun. But I have seen how, there's a topic that I'm really, really interested in. I really want to learn more about. I've been on this kick lately where I want to learn more about engineering. So I've been reading. I've been reading and articles and things concerning engineering principles and stuff like that. But all that knowledge I'm gaining by reading and taking time to read the information that's out there. And so this books open up your mind to so much, and it allows you to be able to just glean and gain information that it's just readily out there. So I want to tell you a couple of ways that I know that you can increase your level of reading. First and foremost, some of you may say, well, you know what? I can't carry a book with me all the time. I have a Kindle account. And what I love about Kindle account, I buy my book one time, I can go to my account, and it's always there in a digital format. I can pull it up on my phone, I can pull it up on my tablet, I can pull it up on my computer. I can always have a way, as long as I have an internet connection, and you can also download the book as well onto your device. I can read the book. That is one way that you can read the book. Another way that you can begin to read more books is by using Audible. I have an Audible account. Let me tell you this. I love Audible. What I love about Audible is that if I'm taking a long drive or if I'm taking a long ride, sometimes I'm even while I'm riding to work, I can hook my phone up to my car, play my book through my system, and I can listen to the book. That's another way that you can read and consume the information. And I know a lot of people say, you know what, I just don't have time. That's a great way to do it, that you can begin to read books. But reading is important. Reading is very, very important to your personal development. Reading is very important for especially young kids. A lot of times, kids they're just spending a lot of time in front of the TV. Playing video games, and there's nothing wrong with that. I play a video game here and now, and stuff like that. But reading books is very, very important, and so that's one thing that I am really glad. My little boy, he is someone who loves to read books, and he loves for us to read books to him. So I'm praying and hoping as he gets older that he will continue on with a desire to want to read books. So that's something I want you to think about, and to ask yourself, okay, how can I begin to read books? All right, so then the next question you may ask yourself, okay, well, all right, there's so many books out there. Where do I start with? One thing that I would encourage you to do, and what I'll do is I'll put a list of recommended books inside the comment section of this video of books I think you should read as an entrepreneur. Books I think you should read if you're in ministry. I'll put a list of different books I think that will be helpful to you. But one thing that you can do is think about your prospective industry, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. Do a Google search and find out what are the top books that people are reading in that particular industry. We always know that we can continue to develop ourselves personally. There's a lot of business development books that you can read. Think and Grow Rich is one that comes to mind. That's a good book to read. There's a lot of different things that that's out there that will be beneficial to your personal development in business and just you as a person. So I want to encourage you to make it a point on this year, on starting today, to say, you know what, I'm going to begin to read more books. And I know it can be very challenging, it's going to be hard. So you start reading, you really get into it, but life happens. And sometimes we can allow things to get us off track or to pull us away from what the book that we started to read. Just start again. You may read 2-3 days in a row, and then you fell off for some reason. Something came up, something important. Things happen in life. Just resume where you are at. Just resume where you left off, and continue reading your book. I believe that it will be a blessing to your life. It will help you to see things from a different perspective. We know that millionaires, successful people, they read a lot of books, and so we need to do what they're doing, what other people are doing, and start reading more books. It can only help you. I don't believe it can hurt you. It can only help you, and stuff like that. So I want to encourage you to make it a point to read more books. And with everything that you do, always remember, it takes faith for success. Take care, and God bless.